Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nena Obasi. If this is your first time here, you're most definitely welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So on my channel, I like to have real conversations about life, about career, and your self-development. And if this is the type of content that you like, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. So, on today's video, I want to shine the light on someone I consider a successful immigrant who has come and he has broken the stereotype and broken the general idea of what is expected of people like you and me to achieve abroad. Without further ado, let's welcome Emmanuel Baja. So Emmanuel has been on my channel once. So welcome Emmanuel. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you everybody. Nice to be here again. I think I was actually the first person to feature on her channel.
Yeah.
Probably sometime in 2020 or
Yeah.
maybe 2021.
2021. Yeah.
2020. Yeah. At the time I was in Scotland, so it's good to be back. This time I'm in
Welcome.
England. Thank you.
Yeah, so Emmanuel, can you give us a bit of a backstory about your journey up until now? Like, what did you used to do before? Just like a bit of background about you, what you currently do, and what you used to do before.
How far back?
Well, it depends on how far back you want to go.
So, hi everyone, welcome again. I'm Emmanuel, like Nina introduced me. I have quite a number of years experience in finance, in investment, and in consultancy. And just before I came to the UK, I used to work in investment and finance, obviously, part chartered accountant and all that. I came to the UK in 2019 and I took a master's course in finance and investment at the University of Dundee. I then moved to Birmingham, where I studied business analytics at Aston University. I went through various phases and then I found my calling in business analysis, and I currently work as a business analyst in a listed banking group. So essentially we are a financial service. I work as a business analyst there. So yeah, I've done that for a bit of time, and it's really been exciting. I'm also a certified Scrum Master, and I hold various certifications in business analysis.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just about
As
it.
I just calling all these things, I feel like going to go and hide because I'm like, oh my god, all these certifications, one person. Okay, so before you became like a business analyst, what did you used to do?
Um, whilst in the UK, I did a lot of things just to make sure I supported myself. I've worked as a support worker before, and so I used to work as a support worker.
Yeah. Okay. How was that experience like? Because for anyone who is interested, like I and Emmanuel also went to the same university, University of Dundee, and we kind of like had like a similar let's say trajectory, sort of. Like we had the same flow, like, and back in Dundee it wasn't really the easiest thing to actually get a job. So like what was that phase like being where you are, like where you were as a support worker and trying to get into like the corporate space? Like how was that journey? Like how did you feel during that period? Like can you like focus
So,
that?
well, just to say again, so I've known Nena since University of Dundee, and she actually convinced me to go to Aston University. Um, yeah, 2020 was quite difficult for us because there was COVID and all that. So
Yeah.
once we finished Dundee, we were in that period where companies were not employing.
Yeah.
There were endless lockdowns. There was nothing to do. It was all difficult. All the jobs you would get were all the minimum paying jobs, things in warehousing, in support work. Everything was just shut down. So all you could do was things around those things. And at
Mm.
the time, work from home was not even a thing because people
Mm-hmm.
used to go
Yeah.
all the time. So yeah, then we came to Aston in 2021, January, up until February or January 2022. Experience, obviously, 20-hour work time and all that. So we
Mm.
to still pay fees and do stuff and all that. So we
Yeah.
might, being a support work was actually great. And you start well, and everything else, you start with a lot of enthusiasm and,
Mm-hmm.
conviction that this, I mean, you want to give off your best.
Yeah.
But truthfully, it really got tiring in a very short time. You were tired all the time, you were dealing with the same kind of situations all the time, and you want to challenge yourself. I
Yeah.
kept telling myself, Emmanuel, that's not what you want to do in the next couple of years. And I came to the realization that there was something more I could offer to the community and to myself than what I was currently doing. At a point, as I was saying, you were a support worker, it's all right, you were getting quite a bit of money to do your things.
Yeah.
But you come to the realization that you could do more than you're currently
Mm-hmm.
doing. Also, you ask yourself whether this is the career trajectory you want to do
Yeah.
for the rest of the foreseeable future. And my obvious answer was a no. So I began to explore ways out. I mean, Nina, don't get me wrong. If you want to be a support worker and you want
Yeah.
to build
Oh,
a career,
definitely. Yeah.
that's great. But it's just that you should know what is for you and what's not for you. And for me, that wasn't for me. Yeah.
So, like, how did you know that business? Because you've already mentioned that you have a background in finance. Like, before you came to the UK, you've worked previously. Like, you've gathered a lot of experience in the finance field. So, what made you move? Like, make that switch to business analysis?
Yeah. So initially, I was looking to get roles within finance after Dundee. So
Mm.
that was late 2000, early 2001. But like I stated before, people were not employing, and
Yeah.
certainly there were a lot of cultural shocks. You realize once you are here that this country has a lot more focus on job experience than education.
Yeah.
So I began looking for other places where I could have a lot of transferable skills, where you know, I could be natural as me and not lose so much of what I've done before. And I found love in business analysis. Even though my course at Aston was data driven and it was called data business analytics, which is essentially everything about coding, I
Yeah.
didn't want to be a data analyst. I said I wanted to be a business analyst, and
Yeah.
that's where I found my calling.
Okay. Um, I think my next question is just what can you say to encourage someone that is in a similar shoe? Because the struggles, like in as much as you've said so little, it's not as little as that. Like everyone has had their fair share of what this country has to offer them once they come newly. Like we've all had to battle something at some point. So many people are also going through that phase where they're like, this is not what I want for myself. Like I've assessed the situation. I've assessed what I'm doing right now. This is not my calling. But I'm just doing it because I have to sustain myself. But I wish I could get to where I really want to get to. Like it doesn't have to be business analysis. Like what do you have to say to like encourage someone like that to just keep pushing?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, have a plan. That I can't even overemphasize how important it is to have a plan. Whatever you want to be, whatever it is, have a plan. And that serves as your compass or your moral point or your north star. That helps you determine where you are going. Number two, persist. This country is actually the whole world. I mean, the world has a space for people who are persistent. If you persist hard, you can push that rock over the edge of the cliff. So persist, be relentless in your pursuit of what it is you want, focused on it. And number three, enjoy your journey. Those days are not the best of times in your life, but then there are times I sit in my, where I sit now. That's usually where I sit to do all my and all that, and I go like, oh my gosh, I miss working at this place, or I miss my time at this place, I miss Dundee or something. You remember those places and the struggles you go through, and then you just smile. So no matter what it is you are going through now, I'll just say enjoy the journey. But then, like I said, number one, have a very clear plan of where it is you want to go with deadlines. And then, number two, persist. Be relentless in your pursuit of that plan and what sets your soul on fire. And number three, embrace your struggles and enjoy your journey. Finally, you really don't need to stay where you started. That's not the point of life. The point of life is to evolve. So keep pushing and keep pushing the boundaries. So you might want to be a business analyst, but then you might end up being a data analyst. You might want to be a scrum master, but end up being a product owner. You might want to do um, finance, but end up doing some role within manufacturing as manufacturing associate or something like that. The end goal is that have your goal in mind, be clear about what it is you are pursuing, and then enjoy your journey.
Yeah, I think enjoying your journey is something that sounds very unrealistic, because when you are going through that season, when you're going through that period that like you just feel like you're struggling, it's hard to enjoy it. But to be honest, it's just all part of your journey, and I think that's the whole aim of even having this series I'm trying to put together, of calling like people that have made it so far, like made it well so far, like to come and talk to us, because they will not, like, I'm sure Emmanuel is not telling you something that he hasn't done, right? It's something that he has done. It's something that every other person that will come and speak would have done to help themselves. So it means that it's achievable. No matter how difficult it may feel at that particular point in time, it's possible that you can enjoy your journey, and it's possible that you can get to the point you want to get to. So just keep pushing. To be honest, everything that has a beginning has an end. Everyone has their own story, their own life journey, and that's the whole aim of my channel, just to encourage somebody that you can actually make it abroad. Like, it seems hard and very, very difficult, but people are doing it. So those people that are doing it, they don't have two heads. You can also be part of them, right? So yeah, I really hope that someone has been encouraged. I really hope that somebody has been inspired. And I just want to speak to somebody that is struggling. Please just be strong, be patient with life. Just have trust that things will definitely turn out for the better for you. Anyways, thank you so much, Emmanuel, for coming on my channel. I do appreciate it very well. As you may know, like, I'm very thankful that you came to join me on this video and share your story and your experience. And thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. And we've come to the end of this video. If you are interested in content like this, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. So much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.